Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Keys to Balance. I am Amanda Hill, and as always, it is such a pleasure to be talking with you today. I want to share where I'm at today because I was sitting here this morning and I was really just reflecting on some things. And what I've realized is that I am more present today than I've ever been, and it feels really good. And I want to teach you guys on how I got here in a brief 10 minutes if possible, but at least give you a couple of little tips that can help you hopefully be present in today so that we don't miss out on what's in front of us instead of getting caught up on tomorrow. Let's be in a space of gratitude, and I hope I can share that with you today. So, I'm in this space of being present, and I really didn't even realize it until this morning when I was interacting with somebody. And normally, when I interact on a very sensitive, vulnerable moment, I might feel a little anxious in it, right? I might be so caught up in thinking, how are they perceiving me? How are they taking me? Are they thinking too deep in what I'm saying right now? Are they assuming more? Your mind just starts racing when you're really just being yourself. And I realized that I felt none of that. It was pretty awesome. I felt nothing. I was calm. I was present. I was aware of the words coming out of my mouth. I felt no anxiety whatsoever. I felt peace. And I just thought to myself, how did I get here? How did I get to this place where I'm not even concerned with what the other person thinks? Now, don't get me wrong. I always have empathy for people. Don't get me wrong. Like, by no way am I saying, I'm just going to spew out whatever I want to say and you just take it how you want to take it. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that as I was sharing my heart, I wasn't concerned with how they were taking it because I was present. What I was saying was with purpose, and my heart posture was right. And that is the key. That is what I want to share with you. Is your heart posture right when you are communicating with people, when you are loving on people? Or is it in a space of where there's always a motive behind everything that comes out of your mouth? And that, I think, is when you can't be at peace and present because you're too concerned with what they're going to think and what they're going to say and what's the next thing that you're going to say out of your mouth to counteract their rebuttal. And I'm just enjoying this level of being present. I'm very self-aware of how I'm coming off because my motive is right. My motive is pure. So how do we get there? How do we get to a place where your motive is coming from a place of love? Well, I think the first step is you have to love yourself. And guys, I am really loving me. And it feels really good because I'm so full of loving myself. I can now love others not the way I want to love them, but truly in a space of loving them the way they deserve to be loved, especially when I know that they're not loving themselves. The only way you can outpour that is if you have enough within you. And I know that's where I'm at, and it really feels good. And so I pray that with you listening to this, you can start moving in purpose. Yeah. moving, speaking with purpose. It truly makes a difference in everything that you do in your life. When you know your heart is right, it changes everything. Yeah. And I think even in order to do that, you have to trust yourself. Man, I didn't even realize I wasn't trusting myself. And I think that was like a big moment, was when I realized it wasn't so much as me trusting other people, it was, do I trust me? And that came from not forgiving myself for past situations that obviously I put on myself. And that came from, and this is for me, people pleasing. I didn't even know I was people pleasing. And I think I talked about that on another episode. I'm not sure. But because of my childhood experiences, I grew up in a space where nothing was ever really good enough. It didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter how clean it was. It didn't matter how organized it was. It didn't matter how good I played. It was like it was never really enough. And that came from my stepfather, my stepmother. That didn't come from my father. My father was great. And so, growing up without my biological mother, it is always wanting that love, always wanting that connection. It was very challenging for me. And so not even knowing, growing up as an adult, I continue to master that behavior of pleasing other people before pleasing myself, and just wearing myself down, and then getting upset with the other person for not behaving how I thought they should behave. Like, that's just pure craziness, you guys. It's pure craziness. I mean, the best advice I ever heard, this is the truth. The best advice I ever heard was, expect nothing and be grateful for everything. It will really free you. I'll say it again. Expect nothing and be grateful for everything. I am 100% at this space of just gratitude. I am grateful for everything. If I have an amazing conversation with someone, I'm grateful. If someone hands me a napkin, I'm grateful. I'm saying and being silly, but I'm being honest. Like, it's really on that level for me, where I am so present in today, in this moment, right now, in front of me, even right now, as I'm talking to you. I'm present. I'm not thinking about what's going to happen the next hour, or what do I have to do at 3:00, or what do I have to do tonight. I'm just not thinking about it. I'm practicing being present. And by practicing being present, it's allowing me to just walk in the fullness that I am. And I don't even know if everybody's going to pick up what I'm putting down right now. But it was just a major revelation to me this morning. Like, I am doing things, interacting with people in ways that I've never have in the past, because there is no fear, there is no anxiety, there's no concern about how they're going to perceive me, all because I know my heart posture is right. My motive is right. Man, there's so much freedom in that. Walking with integrity is everything. When you lack integrity, that's when you move shady. That's when you're concerned about what someone else is thinking about you, or did they pick up that one thing I said yesterday, or, let me text and see if they're feeling some type of way. But if you're walking with integrity and your motive is right, you're good. You're so good. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Like always, short and sweet. But I just want you guys to think about that for a moment. Are you walking in integrity? Is your heart posture right? Everything you do, is there a motive behind it? Are you an opportunist? So if this person can't do anything for me, then I don't want to interact with them, or there's no need. That's major. There's a lot of people out there who are opportunists. They see you on social media. They see that you have a following. All of a sudden, they want to become your friend because they think that you can do something for them. But let me tell you, something that you cannot get or something you cannot post is integrity in your heart posture. That's something that just naturally comes off of you. And if you're present, you can clock it on other people. And if you have self-awareness, you can check it within yourself. So if you're questioning if you don't know where to start, I propose that you ask a close friend. Ask them, do you think that I'm an opportunist? Do you think that my motives are pure? Because we all have blinders. Yeah. We all have blinders, and we need people to see our blind spots. So I hope you have a good community of friends that are honest. They're not just yes men. And they can deliver with love the truth, right? Correction only takes place with love. So that you can grow and become a better person. Because that is the goal. Every day is improvement. Every day is development. And if you find out that you do tend to lean towards being an opportunist, you do tend to lean to not having the best motives at heart, you can always change. You've mastered that behavior, but you can change with the right people, with the right accountability. You can be better. We're all striving to be better. Hope this helped you today. And thank you again for being part of the Keys to Balance community. And I'll see you next time. Take care.